Thank you for watching this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can interact with the Cultural Ecosystem Services digital twin as part of the wider Prototype Digital Twins website. So if you want to open up the Cultural Ecosystem Services digital twin, you can click here. And you'll see a range of different pages that you can switch between. So the one I'm going to show you is the Recreation and Biodiversity page. You might not see these two. There's a reason for that. These are just old pages. You don't need to interact with these. So the main one is this Recreation and Biodiversity page. As I load the page and when I sort of interact with the app, you'll see that sort of loading screen pop up, and that's just an indicator that the server is loading up a file or doing some other processing in the background. Now, so now that the page is loaded, you'll see a map of the Cairngorms, and you'll have a range of different tools sort of hidden here. And I'm going to show you the first tool. So this is the recreation potential sort of tool set. And here you can see recreation potential. So recreation potential is a score that indicates the degree to which a space is appealing to a visitor to the Cairngorms. So if if a region or a space has a recreation score of 1, it means it's extremely appealing to that user. And if it has a value of 0, then it means it is of no interest to the user. And we have two different classes of recreationalists. So we have a hard recreationalist, which is a hardcore user, someone who likes going hiking and climbing. And then we also have a soft recreationalist, which is more of like a casual visitor. So someone who's visiting the park with their kids and they don't want to go climbing, and they just want to have like a light sort of walk somewhere. So depending on your selection of the different type of recreationists that you are, it will load up these rasters that you can interact with. So in these rasters, you can see there's this sort of orange color. These will sort of show you the score of that particular space. Sorry, it will show you the recreation score of that space. So you can see here that there are these sort of dark orange regions, and that's indicating that it's very appealing to soft recreationalists. And if there's a lighter orange space, it's saying that it's sort of somewhat appealing to recreationalists. Currently, as a default, we filter out recreation values of less than 0.5, but you can change that here. So if you want to see all values, you can just turn this slider, and then you can click Apply Filter. And it will, the server will do its sort of loading, and then you can see the results for sort of all areas in the Cairngorms. And the same thing can be done for hard recreationalists. And if I apply this filter, you can see all the results here. And then if you want to sort of clear the screen, you can just click empty. And then the next tool is the species occurrence sort of tool set. So here you can visualize the probability of a species being present at that site, so the probability of occurrence. So first of all, you can toggle between these different species groups. So I'm going to go for mammals. And then it will it will provide you with a list of different species that you can select between. And by default, the first species is selected. So this is the red deer. So here you can see the probability of occurrence of the red deer. And there's a key here that shows you that the sort of paler, more like white colors have a value between 0 and 0.2, and the more sort of dark blue colors have a value between 0.8 and 1. So these dark blue colors are where the red deer is predicted to be most likely to be present. And then these areas that are more sort of whites it is very unlikely that the species would be present. And again, there is this filter that's been applied. So if you want to see all the results, you can just slide it and then click apply filter, and you'll see that there are these regions where it's predicted there are going to be these hotspots where it's likely if deer are present, and then these other regions where it's very little, no chance that the deer will be present. And let's say if you are interested in multiple species, you can also select between multiple species. So if I'm also interested in the roe deer, I can also select them, and the app will give you a like a mean of both those different species. So now these sort of highlighted blue regions are the regions where the site is saying that it's very likely that there will be both of these species of deer. And if you are interested only in the roe deer and you don't want the red deer, then you can just click on the red deer again and it will deselect it. So you can see there that there's a tick next to the species to indicate that it's been selected. Yeah. And if you want to turn off if you want to toggle off the species occurrence, you can also just click that checkbox, and that will hide the results. Finally, you have some customizations of this sort of map here. So you can switch between different layers if you, so this is the OpenStreetMap, which is selected by default. But if you want more of a satellite image, you can select that as well. And if you want more of a topographical map as well, you can use that. And if you also have you can also see in general, if you're interested, where there is more biodiversity data in the Cancun. So this is actually globally. So this is just showing you where data is most likely being reported, because there will be differences in the sort of sampling effort where more people are present and more people are reporting observations to GBIF, where we get a lot of this, we obtain our data, versus other regions where there are less people and there is less reporting. I'm going to turn that off again. And then finally as well, you can toggle whether or not you want the map to appear as grayscale. So if you if there are too many clashing colors and you want the map to appear much more clean, you can toggle the grayscale so appear like this, and then that might be useful because, let's say, if you want to combine the results of the recreation potential and the species occurrence. So let's say you're a hard recreation list, and just wait for it to load, and you also want to see, say, roe deer. Then you can see both results together, and that can allow you to then make a more of a informed decision about what regions of the Cancons you would like to visit. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. That's everything. Yeah, hope you enjoy exploring the page.